Hello there. This is the second part of my wilderness wanderings on June 24th, 2023. And thank you very much for coming along. Just had lunch, which was some cheddar cheese and organic whole grain English muffin and some pepperoni and a little tangerine and a strawberry fruit leather. So that was fun, and it's nice and quiet, but I hear a bird or two, and there's been a little breeze, so it's quite nice. It's warming up into the 80s. I had a funny thing happen. A little snake, maybe about a foot long. It was like a garter snake, so it was just this long, skinny snake, was sitting in the sun, and I kept walking, and then as I was getting closer to it, it headed right towards me. So I started walking a little faster, thinking I'll just go past it, and then it started going faster itself, and I realized I'm about to step on it, and just automatically I, I sort of jumped up to step over it, and it jumped up too, and my foot caught it, and it went flying right into the air. So there I was, trying to be nice, and launched a little snake. I mean, it was fine. It kept going and right off the trail into the woods. So that's pretty funny. There's part of the trail I've been crossing up. I got onto it wasn't even there last year. Um, they've been doing some logging, and I think that's what this is too. It's part of the snowmobile trail, but it looks like they've widened it. And up this way, where I just came from, was quite a bit of logs piled up, but some of them look pretty aged. So I wonder if they did it last fall, because I don't think I'd been out through that section since maybe the spring of 2022 or else the fall of 2021 out through there. And the last time I went there, it was just a little hiking trail, but it's really wide now over there. But I just crossed what I think is Stacyville Road, so I'm going to head back down to see if that is it. Because as you're going off on roads you're not used to, you don't want to get turned around. As a matter of fact, the lumber road that I was on, where the path used to be, when they change the path that much, it can hide the actual trail that you were used to going on. And it started going north when I wanted to go south, but I didn't want to backtrack the whole way. So it finally started sort of going, it went up and up and up quite a bit. I actually could see Mount Katahdin for a little while in the distance. And then it finally started going west again, back down towards where I would think that I could find that Stacyville Road I'm looking for. So, like I said, it's an explore. Worst comes to worst, I just go back the way I came. But I've got hours and hours. It's not even noon yet. But I started early, and hiking makes you hungry. So let me see if I can show you folks some more of this. Quite green and lush all around me. Look at the Look at the sky. If I can do it without blinding you. Look how clear the sky is today. Just a couple of little wispy clouds. Look at this boulder. They had to move that, I think. Probably bulldozed it right over there. It's big. You know, sometimes it's hard to tell on a video. You can sit right on it. See? That's a big one. Oh, that sun still feels good though. But I got quite a bit of sun. Even went for about an hour with my shirt off just so I could get extra sun. And there's another 2 boulders right here. See? Those are big. So it is beautiful. So yeah, I was eating my lunch in the shade just because I had gotten quite a bit of sun already. But it does feel good. We haven't had a lot of sun over the last week. So, but sitting down after a lot of hiking, it feels good. But when you start moving, you can feel a little stiff, you know, in your legs. But I think I will park it for a few more minutes. So, look at that little fern right there. We have a lot of birch around too, pine, birch, and down this area there's maple, beech, I think, yellow, some yellow birch, clover. I was eating some wild red clover. You could just pinch off a head of it, and then I break it into like thirds and just chew on it. It's so good. I think there's vitamin C in it. A little bit. Not tons, but a little bit. And also you're getting, you know, for a little bit of it, but it's a little extra water if you're hot. Oh, great. A tick found me, but it didn't bite me. And I had a big black ant in my bag that I'm carrying my lunch in. I guess he wanted a little bit of it too. So it's nice after you do what, like a half a day's hike, and you sit down and you just rest a little bit. I mean, if I have a full backpack on, I usually take a little rest, a little 5-minute rest every hour or hour and a half. But I only had this little Herbalife bag today because I just didn't feel like, in my canteen, didn't feel like having a big pile of a big backpack with all that stuff. And I just wanted to, I knew I was going to get some pine needles. So I figured this bag just has a shoulder strap and you can get into it without taking it off. Whereas I have an external frame backpack, the old school backpacks. Not wicker though, not that old school. This one has material, has a bunch of pockets on the sides, some in the back, and then a big central pocket that you can put your food and stuff in. So anyway, yeah, with that little bag, first big hike of the year, of the spring, of the summer, the summer just barely now. So I thought, I'm not going to carry a full pack, but still you want to carry a little extra weight to keep, you know, in shape, keep your legs in shape. For when you do the bigger hikes, if you enjoy such endeavors. So Yeah, it is just so peaceful. This is why it's good to get out here sometimes. We're still now. I think I have to pick before I start the video if it's going to be away or towards me. So I want to show you these little yellow flowers. If it's the same one. No, I don't think this is the same one. Up higher on the hill before I came down here, there was yellow, what we used to call Indian paintbrushes. Oh yeah, there's one. All right, I'll show you that. And then there's something like a buttercup or something right next to it. That's why I didn't see. All right, so this is the yellow version of what we always called Indian paintbrush. There's like a scarlet one and an orange one as well. I haven't seen those today. Yellow one seems to be predominant in this area. And then there is the yellow buttercup with an ant. No, that's not an ant. Some kind of little fly pollinating it, eating some of the pollen. Isn't that nice? Now we've got that. Oops, sorry if I just blinded everybody. And here's some more ferns. I like ferns. They always feel like, dinosaur age. It's an ancient plant. How about that? Isn't that neat? I think that's the eagle claw fern, or also I think it's called bracken. Before it opens up, it looks like an eagle's claw. You know how a fiddlehead gets that shape on the end before it opens its fronds? Well, it's similar, but a little tighter and smaller, and that's the eagle claw fern. Dinosaur. Can you hear the birds? I don't know if this is picking them up or not. I also frightened a little, what they call partridge up here, which is the ruffed grouse. And then sometimes the mamas, if you startle them when they're close to their babies, they flop their wing and act like they're wounded to try to get, like in the wild, it'd be a fox or something might chase it away. They never let you get too close, but they keep going away from where they started, and that way they draw you away from the babies. And the babies know just to be quiet. So, good times, folks. Sometimes you just need to look for them and make them. Step down here, since it's very bright today. Look at that. Oh, birch all over the place. See that big birch through there? Isn't that nice? This will be my last video for this trip, as far as I can tell, unless something wild and crazy happens. I did hear, I think it was people shooting guns, but it was too far distance away from each other. So it was kind of strange. But I still haven't seen any people. But I did see some wood clearing stuff. One that would cut the trees down and strip the branches off. And another one that's, I can't remember the name. It's like, it's kind of like, sort of like a bulldozer, but it's a little different. Anyone that goes out in the lumbering business would know what it's called. Maybe the name will come to me. What they call it. Rigger. I can't think of it. But anyway, don't forget to check down below. Check that link out down below. I see something neat up here. keep walking for a little bit. I don't know if this will keep going much longer anyway. Check down below. There's a link, and it will give you a. You can sign up and get a free guide that I wrote about things you can find in the wilderness. A couple of herbs that you can actually grow in your backyard real easy, and that you can use to help keep your immune system strong. Oh, I thought it was a field of ferns, but it's actually ferns and wild raspberries or blackberries. Pretty cool. They're not ripe yet. In this part of Maine, the raspberries will be ripe around the end of July, beginning of August, and then the blackberries come a couple weeks after that. The blueberries should be getting ripe pretty soon, and the strawberries probably all gone by now. But anyway, that's that. Check out that link, and if you would, give it a like or a rumble, depending where you're watching this. And don't forget to subscribe and comment down below. Let me know where you go hiking and what, let me show you more of that. Look at that. Little birch. They're everywhere through here. There's the yellow birches and the white ones. That's a yellow birch. And the two white ones in behind. Yep, we're still rolling, but I'm going to wrap this up. So yeah, remember, you are the apple of Papa's eye. We are children of the creator of all things. That's very exciting. And just remember, you get to choose how happy you are, where you go to travel, how often you get outside. Each of us gets to choose that. So I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, God loves you so much. And so do I. I'm Andrew Boyington. I am on the Hiking Druid channel, and I appreciate you dropping by for a visit. And remember, the truth will set you free. Never be afraid to speak the truth. All right, bye. Love ya. Thanks again.